day or rest of your day. I went to Save More and I got myself some more mints. And I'm waiting for my chiropractor appointment. I'm about to have lunch. And homegirl did me dirty, putting my sushi on its side, but it's fine. I got myself a family-sized box of Cheez-Its just to have in my car for snacks. I'm hearing the ultimate choice between being a snack or having a snack. ¿Por qué no los dos? Why not both? Maybe you need to incorporate a gym routine, something that keeps you together, an outlet, journaling. I'm hearing if you feel like this was a very sad point that I had recently of just always overthinking if something's wrong with someone else. Probably there's something wrong with you. If there was something wrong, they would communicate it to you. You have to trust that they're adult, that they're responsible for themselves, and if something's wrong, they would communicate it. You don't need to dig around and find out. Okay? Possibly you want them to notice that something is wrong with you. And you bring it up in case maybe they redirect that energy back to you. The mirroring. If you have a small business, get another checking account to separate your business and personal finances. Keep all your receipts. Hire an accountant. It's okay to be in the beta testing stage where you're simply just trying things out. Throwing spaghetti at the wall and seeing what sticks. Okay? Your relationship is not your charity case. If you want to help someone or people, then volunteer. There's programs that are set up just for that. You don't have to do this in your personal life. It gets deep when you invite that into your personal life. Someone who needs help, and then you start to help them. Depending on the situation, you end up enabling them to continue doing whatever they were doing because they're not helping themselves. But in the same realm of things, someone's doing their absolute best and things are out of their control, and you not helping them maybe makes it worse because they do need support. And maybe, just maybe, they're testing things with you. You know, especially if it's someone who has a crush on you. And they're testing the waters as far as like, is this person on my side no matter what? You know, maybe they're seeing you in a more intimate setting, so their responses are more intense. And it's giving jealousy is a healthy reaction. It's sometimes the overreaction where there's more to it than what is meeting the surface. Someone has past experiences that has nothing to do with your person or has nothing to do with you. It's coming up because you're triggering them or they're triggering you. So, I don't think I mentioned it, but this one is the Golden Dragon roll. And your local grocery store might name them differently and price them differently. This one has like crunchy, it looks like wonton bits on the top. And probably imitation crab with cucumber and avocado. With very yummy tasting sauce. Some of you may resonate with wanting to start like a mukbang channel, like a food channel. You get paid to exist, you get paid to eat. You get paid to be yourself, whatever it may be. It doesn't have to be mukbang, it could just be doing something you love. Someone's definitely wanting to stick it out with you. That someone wouldn't go through the things that they're going through with anyone else but you. If they get you at the end, or maybe you feel this way about your person, or if you get your person at the end of the day, or the person, you know, as long as they get you at the end of the day, it's all worth it in the end because they have you, or you have each other. Different sushi spots name their rolls different. So in San Jose, It's this sushi roll, and it was called caterpillar, and it was eel, avocado, tobiko, sauce, rice. Maybe there's imitation crab, but I don't remember. But it definitely had it was an eel, a roll with eel. And I went to a sushi place with my friend in Lathrop, California. And the same name, caterpillar, was not the same caterpillar that I know from San Jose. So if I just go, oh, I know what I want, and I want the caterpillar roll, it might not be, you might think you know what you want, but you're not gonna, unless you take a closer look. You have to make sure you're getting what you want. Some of you might be on the spectrum: neurodivergent, neurospicy, autistic, could be LGBTQ. But for my autistic friends, or ADHD, or neurospicy in general, you might hyperfixate. Okay, or you definitely do, right? And you might see it happen behaviorally with food, where you eat the same foods all the time until you burn out and you're tired of it. Or maybe it's not because you hyperfixate, but because you found a routine that works for you. It's easy, it's convenient, it's a structure. And habitually you just eat the same foods all the time until you're like, man, I don't feel like eating. Or you just get so distracted, you go on with your day and you realize you forgot to eat. You have to set yourself reminders. Build yourself a system that works. If you need to remind yourself to eat, set alarms. If you get carried away in time, again, set alarms to remind you of how much time has elapsed of you doing a certain thing. Take notes. Maybe you tend to be forgetful, so maybe you have to write notes about people, like information about people that is shared with you, like birthdays. I don't know if my audio or video was affected, but my low battery was going off. So people might get offended if you forget their birthday. And if it's someone who matters to you, write it down somewhere. Then you can never get it confused again unless they change up on you. Last bite. And do you ever just spill on yourself? Because I did spill on myself a little bit. And now there's a sauce mark on my pants. But if you have a Tide to Go pen, no problemo. What stain? I don't see a stain. Very good. You know, and the sushi chef at Save Mart was very sweet and greeted me when I approached and said goodbye and thank you to me as I left. There was no awkward conversation or pressure to buy anything. Just a hello. Let me have my peace and quiet while I was thinking about what to eat, which roll to pick out. And then once I picked one and started to walk away, they said goodbye. And sometimes you need to just, maybe that's your message, to give someone the space that they need in order to heal. To get the crumbs out of my shirt. You know, speaking of the Tide to Go pen, I ran out and I need to put one in my bag. So I don't think I have one in my bag. So I'm just going to be walking around with a stain on my pants. Or you can makeshift kind of think quickly, but maybe you can use a makeup wipe and wipe into that area. You know, things are multi-purposeful. Things, yeah, there may be an intention for why an item was made, but if you've ever seen those videos of Coca-Cola can be used to remove like deep set stains that are on, like, I don't know, metal, like rust, removes rust, is a hidden secret. Or you could benefit from having like makeup removers always on hand, a Tide to Go pen always on hand, snacks always on hand, band-aids, medication, blankets, plush, a jacket, like having that stuff in your car. Water, definitely in the heat of the summer when cars start to overheat, you need one of those gallons of water just hanging out in your trunk. It'll save you. It'll at least get you to the next auto body shop, car repair. Okay. 1s, 8s, 2s are significant. 4s and 6s. And you may have a habit of opening things with your teeth. Be mindful. Don't mess up your teeth. It only takes one bad day and it'll become many bad days because you've ruined your teeth. You know? Or, you know, it adds up. Maybe you think, oh, not brushing my teeth is fine. It's like, I'm fine so far. And then all of a sudden your teeth fall out. And so then before you were insecure because your teeth, because of taking care of your teeth, like you didn't take care of your teeth because maybe they were crooked, and then now because you didn't take care of your teeth because they're crooked, now you don't have teeth, which is worse because now you can't eat properly. You have to eat a whole different way, you know, and maybe you weren't shown how to have proper hygiene. And so, to be honest, be real with yourself. If you need to type in how to wash your hair, you know, like maybe you were taught the wrong things. like, double check the facts. Whatever you grew up learning, maybe that wasn't facts. Maybe someone was self-sabotaging you from childhood age. Did I say self-sabotaging? They were sabotaging you. Self-sabotage. That could be a message here too, where maybe you're not even aware that you are self-sabotaging. Because that's how someone trained you. You were conditioned to do it to yourself. Right? Maybe someone taught you to wash your hair every other day, and it's like you wonder why your hair is falling out and thinning because your scalp's really dirty. You should wash your hair as close to every day as possible. Of course, if you didn't sweat, maybe you can extend your hair wash. But it's like for those girlies that only wash their hair once a week or once a month or whatever, that's nasty. And someone definitely just hopes that you'll continue and never find out. That naivety of someone taking an advantage of you. About the fact that you don't know what you don't know. And so I finished my reading with Altoids, and this is a grape cranberry and water blend. So I mix the juice, this much juice, and then the rest of it's water. I dilute my juice. So maybe that's something that you could be inspired by, is diluting your drinks so you could still enjoy your drinks, but the sugar intake is not that bad. Maybe you find food alternatives. Okay? Maybe you find a new hairstylist if you notice that your hairstylist is not giving you what you want. Maybe you learn how to do something on your own so you know that someone's pricing their services, overpricing, underpricing, or just right. Because believe me, I tried to wax my cooch, and at first I didn't understand. Man, $60 plus to wax your cooch, that's crazy. European Wax Center, I think it was like $60, 70 or something around there. And I'm like, dang, that's pretty steep for just one, But then when I really zoomed out and thought about it, I'm like, I can't do this by myself. And the unique PTSD that comes from knowing what someone's private parts looks like, and maybe their hygiene's not ideal. Okay, the things that they have to go through, yeah, they're pricing, maybe European Wax Center is not pricing them well enough. Maybe they need to be like more expensive. Certainly, if you try it yourself, you're really gonna start to honor the prices that people set for their services. Okay? Until you've done it yourself, please do not complain about someone else's services. That's a PSA. I think small business owners are going to appreciate me for that one. And I'll see you soon. Thank you for being here. You are magic. I am Melly. This was Magic with Melly.